We're working in the Neolamprologus Hecqui tank today. I originally purchased 5 of these from a local LFS. Eventually, a male and a female paired up. Within a week of their getting together, the male killed the other 3 leftovers in the tank. I learned a lesson from that and won't let it happen again. They had at least 4 spawns, but sadly, they ate the first 3 spawns after a week or 2. The 4th spawn was looking good after a month. The fry had grown to about 1/2 inch, and things were peaceful. Just in case, though, I pulled half of the fry out and put them in a separate grow-out tray. 2 or 3 days after the separation, I looked into the main tank to find all the fry gone again. It was back to the pair by themselves. Did a water change one evening and forgot to put the lid back on the tank. Male jumped out, which I discovered the next day. I put the 2 largest fry from the grow-out tray in with the female, hoping to get a pair, which didn't seem to be happening. After another month, I decided to put more fry into the main tank. So that's where we are today. This is my grow-out rack. One of these days, I'll do a video on how to put it together. And the Hecquis are in this tray. See if we can spot a few. There's one. As I mentioned, they're actually, they're adults now. So I'm going to pull them out and put all of them in the main Hecqui tank. See if we can get a pair. And I'll have to watch them very, very carefully. I'm getting geared up to take them out. I've got a bucket. I've got a net in case I need it. And I have something to scoop water with. We'll take a look at the tray. See a guy right there by the hose. Hard to see from this distance. Oh, there's another one over there. They're all out right now. That's fixing to change in a minute. So, let's start getting stuff out of our way. Got a sponge filter. And a move plant. Take out that plant. Another sponge filter. Get a heater out. Okay. Now, let's see if they go back into the shells as promised. At this point, I only see one. Taking that scoop that I had, I'm going to fill bottom of the tray with water. I didn't think to level the stand here. I've got a very crooked garage, which always makes it fun when I'm doing water changes. So there we go. Got some water in there. We'll look at that pretend shell in the back. Start with him. As I'm looking in there, I'm not seeing any of them out. So I've got it out. Take off the back. Oh, 1, 2. Kind of hard to see, especially if my finger's in the way. There's a 3rd one in there as well. 3. Oh, 4. I actually don't know how many are in there. So, with the first shell out alone, I've got 4 little friends swimming around in there. See, at least one's still swimming. Have another shell. So it's a problem I run into sometimes. It's a little too tight. Let's see if there's anybody home. I'm going to go get a pair of pliers to take that back off. Okay. Off. And you see a little tail in there. Sorry about the creaking. So, come out. There it is. Okay. Come back in. Got another shell. Yep. What do we see? A little tail. Two tails. He don't want to come out. See? Can you imagine a real shell? How much trouble I had getting him out? And nobody in that part. So what are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more shell. Take off. And let's see. Okay. Once again, he's in there. Just wedged really good. See if I can't see that? Shaking him won't get him out. Rinsing him won't get him out. Gently pull him by the tail. So that was my last shell. So let's see what we have to transfer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And out of those 8, I'll put one more back. Put one more back in the main container, another smallish one. So we'll put this 7 in the main tank with some preparations. Got them out of the grow out tray into a bucket. Now it's time to make the transfer. Notice while I was getting ready for the next video, I had to put something across the top because one jumped out within the first minute and a half. They will jump. So I've got them in the tub. I've got these black things, which I'll talk about in a minute. These black pieces of tubing. And then I have the new pretend shells. And again, I will get some 1/2 inch and make some 1/2 inch ones instead of these 3/4. So here we go. We're over to the tank. Off goes the front half of the tank. Now, notice the rocks, the 2 rows of rocks. That is to break up line of sight, to reduce aggression. It's hard to reduce aggression though, because when I first got these, I had five of them. And once 2 paired off, the male eventually killed the other 3. So that won't happen again. I'll move them out ahead of time. First thing, get the new tubes in. I don't know if you can tell or not. The guy's attacking me. Yeah. Very territorial. Okay. Get some water in them to make sure they sink, or if they do that, they float. Just like the shells, sometimes you have to turn them around a little bit to get them full of water. Full of water. Get a number of shells, number of hides. Each section. Once I get my 1/2 inch, I'm going to put more. I'm going to put quite a few in here. Yeah. Deal with that aggression. How do you know aggression is going on? Well, generally when you can see fish hiding up in the top corners. So, I got these black tubes I put in. There we are there. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but I'm sliding the fish over. And count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See? There they are. Now we'll very carefully put them into their new home. They're all in there. The new ones are quite nervous, as you can tell. When they look in the glass like that, that's a sign of nerves. Hiding behind the sponge filters. The old timers, they're just kind of hanging out. There's another old timer wondering what's going on. Got some more hiding behind the sponge filters. Okay? So what I'll do now is cover the tank a little bit, turn out the lights, let them have time to settle down. One of our new guys, you can see him reflected in the glass. He's a little braver. I'll have to watch the tank very, very carefully because once a pair does emerge, I'll need to be pulling the others out so that they don't get killed. Maybe I'll share them with somebody else. All right. Operation Move Fry complete for today. If you're wanting to have a Tanganyikan shell dweller show tank, then we're going to want to use shells. I just get the bulk escargot shells from Amazon. If you're going to be a breeder, your life will be a whole lot easier if you make artificial shells. Because when they see you coming, you get ready to take them out, they'll get so lodged and wedged down into these shells, whether they're fry or whether adults, even adults longer than shell, they get so wedged in there, there is no way that you can get them out. It's extremely difficult. Shaking it won't do it. I mean, you can very carefully break your shell, but it's a whole lot easier if you're going to breed and you need to get young ones out to make an artificial shell. Very simple. 3 parts. I've got a T. I make my my extension about 1.25 inches. Thin walled, 1/2 inch. Then we've got a cap. Insert. Cap. Okay. They see you coming, they get down in the shell. You take the shell out, you've got your water ready. You simply take the cap off the shell. They might be in the cap, swish them out into the water. They might be down inside the L. Take this out and you can swish them out into the water. Really simple, really easy. To make it, quite simple. As I said, usually I use 1/2 inch. I accidentally bought a bulk bag of 3/4 L's, 90 degrees, and caps, so I'm going to make some with those. Again, as I said in another video, cut PVC however you want to. I do it right here with a skill saw. Zippity-doo-dah. 1.25 inches. Sand off the edges. And I usually stick my finger in there too. case it doesn't get in there. Both ends, blow it out. So now I just insert it into my 90. Then I insert a cap. I don't tighten them down real tight, just kind of loose, so that later on, when I want to get them out, it's an easy thing to do. Okay? Lather, rinse, repeat. I'm going to make a bunch. It's good to have 2 or 3 at least per fish. When I take those young ones and put them back in with the old timers, there could be a lot of aggression. So we need to have shells so that they're not fighting over shells.